By the way, please make sure to stay tuned for a little spicy surprise.
Quack quack.
Do you guys remember the Karla Panini case?
Oh yeah, you have a whole TikTok about.
La muchacha esa, la coreana, dice bastante cosas que ni son ciertas.
I'm so traumatized about this case, okay? The story goes like this, if you guys are not caught up. Karla Luna, who we're gonna just call Luna, and Karla Panini are best friends. They're also co-stars on this big comedy show in Mexico. And in 2010, Luna gets diagnosed with cervical cancer. She is leaning on her husband, on her best friend, Panini, not knowing that her husband is cheating on her with Panini while she's getting treated for cancer. The worst part is, if you can even believe it gets worse, it does, is that Luna is telling Panini about her concerns about her husband being faithful in the marriage, and Panini is just like, no, don't even think about that. Don't even focus on that right now. Focus on you. Text messages later get revealed of Panini telling Luna's husband to leave Luna because she's no longer beautiful. I mean, she's basically doing everything that you would imagine the devil reincarnated would do. That is a personal opinion of mine. I will say she is one of the most hated women in all of Mexico, according to multiple articles and internet forums. And after Luna passes from cancer in 2017, Panini and Luna's ex-husband, they get married. I did a whole Mots on this. I mean, it's the real life case of Marry My Husband, the K-drama. And Panini, Miss Panini, Mrs. Panini, I guess, she saw it and went off on me on Instagram. I had to get it translated, okay? I'm gonna put the video of her going off on us, and it was a very interesting experience. So I thought, okay, that Panini chapter of mine is pressed. It's closed. We're not coming back to this, right? Panini tried to Panini press me. It was messy. I persevered. I'm Google translating articles about me where a lot of Spanish speaking mainstream media was like, there's this like random Korean girl that made Panini go viral in Korea. And I was like, I am American, but that's okay. She kept calling me the Korean. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing, okay? And our Spanish translator, I love you if you're watching this, she was like, yeah, that was kind of like bad, right? Well, there's another one. Huh? Like, excuse me? Yeah, she sends me this whole TikTok of a girl who runs into Panini. This is like a random netizen. She runs into Karla Panini and she takes a video with her and she asks her on the video, how do you feel about Angela Aguilar dethroning you? Panini says, look, Angela Aguilar is too young. She's lacking the experience.
Dethroning what's the throne?
Stealing a husband. Yeah. And I was like, what do you mean it's happening again? But it is happening again. At least that's what people online are saying. But you tell me, this is the new Karla Panini case. Or at least that's what people are saying. There is so much going on in this story, and one of the best ways to clear one's mind is to take your own pleasure into your own hands. Just listen. Just listen. If you're above the age of 18, just listen, because there is nothing like having the clarity of a little self-care session. I feel like I could find out how to get to Jupiter before the aerospace engineers can figure it out right after I have a little self-care session. I'm like, I could honestly do anything in this world. In fact, I think I've been to Jupiter using BB Outlet. Today is a special, beautiful day because we are partnering with BB Outlet by Bellesa to make pleasure accessible for everyone. Make sure to keep listening and I will show you exactly well, I'm not going to show you that. I will show you exactly how you can claim your free personal device as a part of BB Outlet and Mott's giveaway. B Boutique offers luxury pleasure products at luxury price points. I think it's a great gift if you guys are in relationships or even to spoil yourself, right? Bellesa gets it though, that these premium level products aren't necessarily accessible to everyone, which is why they've launched BB Outlet. BB Outlet features a massive catalog of all your favorite toys at a fraction of industry standard prices with the same high quality, body safe materials. BB Outlet's extremely cute and discreet. They have these quiet devices that are fantastic for personal play, but they can also be great additions to partnered experiences. There's one that's shaped like a little nail polish bottle. Do not be fooled. The Rose toy walked so that this little BB polish could run. The power on the suction device deserves a spot in your bedside drawer forever. It's mini, rechargeable, waterproof. It has 5 different speeds, all for $24.99. The next one is ergonomically my favorite. No aching hands or having to hold it in place because the BB Palm Pilot features a hand strap that fits perfectly in your palm. It's like a makeup sponge. You just have to keep your hand flat. No need to grip it, hold anything because sometimes you can't. You gotta focus. Not only is it accessibly priced at $21.99, it's also accessible to people who may have limited hand dexterity or trouble with fine motor skills. I'm excited to share that in honor of embracing our bodies, prioritizing our pleasure, and if you're curious about exploring your own pleasure or looking to add some spark into your intimate life, BB Outlet and I are giving away free toys to absolutely everyone. Just click the link in my description box to claim your free vibrator. You won't regret it. And thank you, BB Outlet, for sponsoring today's video, and let's get into it. I do want to just do a quick disclaimer because I'm scared. I did try to gather as much information as I could from all the different perspectives, but most of the research for this was done by our Spanish-speaking researchers. I love them, okay? We tried our best, all of us, to leave our opinions out of it and just present you guys with the different netizen reactions. But as always, feel free to let us know if you felt something was mistranslated, miscommunicated, or if you have any additional information. Let us know in the comments. With that being said, let's get started. Christian Nodal. I'm gonna call him Christian, okay? He's kind of like the Bruno Mars of Mexico. I mean, I don't know if there's a one-size-fits-all comparison for anyone, but Christian is a Mexican artist that there's no way to really describe him. Really. I've never seen someone so fascinating. Scandal aside, his whole persona is interesting. He is a Mexican singer, songwriter, artist who has face tattoos, wears a cowboy hat, and then takes traditional regional mariachi music, Mexican music, regional music, and makes it so modern and consumable for the younger audience. And I say that with like the highest compliments that he is a fascinating person. I don't say that in a weird way. It's like fusion music and it's addicting. I don't speak Spanish. I don't know what this man is singing, but I am bopping. I'm having a good time. He's also really good live. I would say Bruno Mars, Billie Eilish, like Ariana Grande level. His voice is buttery. And his whole come up story is actually kind of wholesome. He lived with his grandparents and his mom has epilepsy. He was always alone, so he's like learning how to use these instruments. And then his grandfather taught him poetry. So he's musically talented. He knows poetry. He's very artistically strong. You know what? I'm going to call him Justin Bieber of Mexico. Because I do see that comparison a lot. I didn't know if I wanted to make the comparison, but I see netizens always say, like, if you need to understand him, the best comparison is Justin Bieber. Because he wrote his first song when he was 13. He did, I think, his first cover of a song, and he merged a very popular song into the mariachi style. That went viral. So I guess that's why the comparison is there. He's young, he's really talented, he goes viral, and it's like a storm. He starts getting invited to all these interviews. That song, his first cover song, I think has like 1.5 billion views now. People actually credit him. In the Latin music world, they say that he is the person that made being Mexican cool again.
Whoa.
Yeah. Like, you know how K-pop is credited for like making Korean cool again, being Korean cool. Yeah, he's acknowledged by Harvard for his cultural impact. This is how big this guy is.
Wow.
Now, Angela Aguilar is another big figure in the music scene. She comes from this celebrity dynasty of musicians, actors, actresses. She's a Nepo baby times 2, a Nepo baby. Prior to all of this, most people didn't even really hate that about her though. She's a Nepo baby, but she's very well spoken and she's very hardworking. Her parents don't spoil her. They teach her the essence of hard work. She's very respectful and humble. And people thought, wow, and she's also kind of a good singer. Side note, her dad, this is all very important. Her dad is Pepe Aguilar. He's a 4-time Grammy winner. Her grandparents are super famous. Whoa. So the way that our Spanish researchers were trying to explain to me was like, you could meet anyone in Mexico and they at least know one person in the dynasty. So if you're like talking to an older grandmother, they're like, oh, I know her grandparents.
Wow.
So it's like everyone in Mexico has grown up with this family.
Right.
So her grandmother was one of the most successful singers. Her grandfather was an incredible actor. I think he was in over like 100 different films. People compare them to the Kardashians of Mexico, but I don't really think so. I will say the Aguilar family is relatively all across the board very well liked. The Kardashians are, regardless if you love them or hate them, they're very divisive, right? Aguilars, people love them. People freaking love them. And it's not even just this family, like all their nieces, all their cousins, they're all in the industry somehow. It's just, okay, so Pepe Aguilar is known for his ranchera music and also his mariachi music. And Angela Aguilar is obviously influenced by her whole family being in the music industry. She ends up singing, getting a career, collaborating with the biggest artist at the time, Christian Nodal. They had a song in 2020. Their song translates to Tell Me How You Want It. And it's a really good song, by the way. It's like a cute song about a guy trying to win a girl over and she's not having it. She sings to him, I'll tell you right now, those sweet words alone aren't enough to win me over. I'm not one of those easy girls, which, you know what, kind of mean, but it's okay. You know, like those other girls I always see you with. And he's like singing to her, I'm not as bad as people say I am. For you, I'd do anything. So it's a good song. It ends up debuting number 89 at the Billboard Global 200 chart, which is crazy. I think Christian was 21 at the time and Angela was 17. This is in 2020.
Whoa, they're very young.
So young. So right now they're 21 and 25 now, but they've actually known each other since like 2018. So they've known each other for 2 years, released the song, and then recently, a few months ago, they're all over the news again. Okay, so they released the song in 2020. News everywhere. People are like, have you seen these two artists collabing? Like I think they were the first Mexican artists to debut so high in the Billboard 200 global. So they're like, oh my God, it's crazy, it's crazy. The buzz dies down. From 2020 to 2024, they would randomly kind of sing at each other's concerts here and there, but there's no news. It's nothing to be talked about, right? Until July 25th, 2024, just a few months ago, Christian and Angela get paparazzi'd outside of a wedding venue. And Angela is wearing white.
It's her wedding?
Because, I mean, why else would you? It would be very rude if not. It would be a different type of scandal if she showed up to somebody else's wedding in white.
Did it look like a wedding dress or?
It looked like a rehearsal pantsuit. Like she's getting, this is her event and she's doing the whole 9 yards here. The pictures and videos of them start circulating. Now, unless Angela was told by the bride to wear white that day, or she is the bride. And people are running with it. And they're like, this is crazy because not only is this Mexican music royalty, the Aguilar family, getting married, maybe, and she's quite young, she's 21, and Christian is 25. But aside from that, the two of them just announced they were dating a month ago.
Oh, okay.
So they announced they're dating a month before. So like June. Get caught in a wedding venue the next month. People are thinking, that is awfully quick. That doesn't even make sense. So the day after all this news goes viral, Christian and Angela both come online to confirm, you know what, guys? You're right. We did get married.
Whoa.
And this is the wedding of the year in Mexico. People are going crazy. Angela's dad, the music legend, is posting about it on Instagram. Everybody is talking about it. It is insane. There are rumors that Christian got Angela a ring that's valued at $3 million. The wedding pictures are stunning, but nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about the ring. Nobody cares about the pictures. Everyone just wants to know, hey, is the prenup real? There is a rumor that Pepe, Angela's dad, asked Christian to sign a prenup. That is not the craziest thing, considering her family seems to have generational wealth. But that's not the part of the prenup that people are going crazy over, which, again, I don't know if this is even true. It's probably just a rumor. But the rumor is Pepe had Christian sign a contract that says, 1, that in the first 3 years of marriage, if I cheat on your daughter, I will pay her $12 million in cash.
Wow.
Sometimes there are cheating clauses in prenups. There are. But this is wild. There's 12 million reasons why you might want him to kind of cheat on you. I'm just kidding, okay? But like one netizen comments, I'd be checking that phone every day. If that prenup is real, I'd be checking that phone I would probably download Hinge myself on that phone. I'd be tempting him all day. But others are more pessimistic about the whole thing, writing, the fact that the prenup only says first 3 years, like they know it's not going to work out.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, huh?
Yeah.
3 years?
Yeah. Another netizen comments, I know bro got that 12 million set aside. Which
Stop.
which is crazy.
Stop.
Now again, I don't think this contract is real, but why are netizens so adamant that he's going to cheat on her? It might have to do with Christian's dating history and the fact that he might have left his girlfriend and the mother of his child to date and marry Angela, which is why they're now calling her Angela Panini. Because these two people are famous musicians, so the scale of this scandal is even larger than Panini's. Christian's first public dating relationship was with a fellow singer named Belinda. They were actually one of the most popular couples at the time. She is a beautiful Spanish Mexican singer and actress who started acting when she was 10. And it was a whole controversy because they started dating in 2020, the same year that the song came out with Angela. Yeah, I know. We're going to come back to it. Remember Belinda. Remember the timeline because we're going to come back to it. They started dating in 2020 and it was a bit of a controversy because she was 31 and he was 21 at the time. So they started dating after singing together at an awards show. And in 2021, they announced that they're getting engaged.
Whoa.
Multi-million-dollar ring. He's just spending 7-8 figures on jewelry right now. This is crazy. Okay. Shortly after they get engaged, Belinda starts showing up to events without her engagement ring. Now people are intrigued. They're just eyes on this. February 2022, Christian announces the whole breakup on Instagram. He says, to all my friends and family and all my fans, I want to share that Belinda and I have decided to end our engagement and our relationship. And it's like this whole PR statement of why we respect each other, but it's just not going to work out. And everybody's confused because they were always such a lovey-dovey couple, but it's not our business. They delete all their photos with each other. And that same year, Christian meets an Argentinian rapper named Kazu. That's her stage name. Her real name is Julieta. She's actually collaborated with Bad Bunny and a bunch of other famous artists. She's really talented. I like her music. Kazu and Christian get spotted out together 2022. Okay, so you got to follow this timeline. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got
you just have to, right?
Belinda, then Kazu.
Yes, and there are rumors that they're dating. They're spotted holding hands.
Yes.
Until November 2022, they become public. They go public. Now, of course, people, they think it's a little bit of drama because they're like, wait, I feel like you and Belinda just broke up and we were so attached to you guys and now you're dating Kazu. But it's fine because they were just like they look like the perfect, the way it's described, goth vampire couple. They both have like that sultry, sexy look with the tattoos and like the dark hair and they just look hot.
Okay.
What do you mean, oof? So they announced their relationship November 2022. April 2023, Kazu is performing for her tour. It's so good. She walks onto stage, full fur coat. April 2023. I'm like, April? Fur coat. She slowly takes it off and she asks the audience, don't you think I'm singing better? It's like, I feel like there are two of us singing now. And she's got a baby
Oh
bump.
my God.
Yeah, she's got this bump. She's pregnant. And Christian announces it at his own concert. And it's like the cutest moment. Christian's mom, who is basically his manager, that allegedly did not like his relationship with Belinda because of the age gap, is so excited to be a grandma. She's constantly posting about Kazu, constantly posting about their family, all of this. She's just waiting until that baby is born. She's waiting for them to be parents. And it just seems like the perfect relationship. He even made a song titled... The translation is a play on words, casualties, but with Kazu's name, like casualties, right? It's a very romantic track of just how much he loves her. And some of the lyrics include, a night of passion leads to a life of desires. I may not be Romeo, but I want my Julieta, because that's her real name. And it's like really cute. Anyway. I mean, the rest of the lyrics are really romantic. He's saying things like, the sad part is when I wake up and she's only in my thoughts. If I'm smiling, it's because of you. You're better than what I thought I deserved. It's not even a song that's like, girly pop, you're so hot. It's dripping with love. That same month, Kazu gives birth to their baby girl, who they name after the god of sun, because the day Christian asked Kazu to be his girlfriend was the day of the summer solstice. It's actually very romantic anyway. And these two are going on these press tours talking about their little daughter, and both of them just have little hearts in their eyes and they're so excited and all the fans are going crazy until randomly, people start posting these comments on Kazu's Instagram saying things like, your baby is beautiful, but it's so clear Christian doesn't love her.
Oh, I thought they were going to say, but clearly it doesn't like it.
No. But like saying that Christian doesn't love Kazu, which is like very rude. And a lot of netizens are fighting in the comments. Like, what compelled you to say that? Like, that is crazy to say in somebody's comments on their family photos.
Wait, when was that? When the kid was born?
Yeah, so around September 2023. He gets married to Angela July 2024. Timeline's getting crazy. Getting crazier and crazier and shorter, right? And then early 2024, Kazu starts deleting all of her Instagram pictures. And people are like, okay, this is either some sort of album promo or some shit's going down behind the scenes and it's all about to come out. Now, here's the thing with Christian. People either love this man and they love his music and they don't really care about his personal life. Or people are like, he's talented, but it is so clear he's a walking red flag. In fact, he does have red flags tattooed onto his nose. It's not the dating red flag. It's actually a really cool tattoo. But one comment reads, didn't you guys see the red flags? You can't say he didn't warn you. Yeah.
He has a red flag on his nose?
No, I think it's like a cultural thing. So
it's a design.
It's a really cool design, but a little ironic. Once I read that netizen comment, I was like, wait a minute, that is interesting. Okay. Now the timelines are so close. People are so confused. They start deleting photos of each other. They announce a breakup. And then a few weeks later, he marries Angela. In 2024.
Whoa. So that came out of nowhere, the marriage?
Out of nowhere.
Okay. Well,
out of nowhere. So people are really startled by this and they're confused. Was there cheating? Was there not cheating? Even if there is no cheating, I mean, Christian just had a daughter with Kazu. So what's going on? Netizens start digging up things and they feel like this whole thing is very alarming. In fact, there's this one clip that's going viral of Angela. She's literally fangirling over Kazu and Christian. She's seemingly extremely happy about the pregnancy news. A journalist comes up to her and is like, oh my God, Christian is going to be a dad. Yes, I've already sent him a message. I mean, not to Christian, to Kazu. I wrote it in a comment, but how beautiful. I was scrolling on TikTok and suddenly I saw a video of Kazu where she was showing her bump and I was like, I'm going to be an auntie.
Huh. Okay.
But then they announce their breakup while Christian and Angela are soft launching their relationship. And now people are like, what the fuck's going on? And all the comments on Kazu's Instagram now read, you've already won. The red flags were always there with that narcissist. But you're winning, girl. We love you always. I love you without even knowing you in real life. You inspire me. You are the queen. Don't ever give up.
So nobody knows what's happening. All they see is like breakup, married, like, and here's a baby. Like,
yeah, but this one, it's like, I think a lot of people feel a lot more sympathy for Kazu because even without knowing what happened, even without knowing if it was all mutually done, they have a child. She just gave birth a few months ago. So it's really rough. And also doesn't help that one day after announcing his breakup with Kazu, Christian invites Angela on stage at his show. And they're acting so intimate, just so smiley, so lovey-dovey. They're holding hands. They're hugging each other. Like, sir, it's been one day. It's been 24 hours.
Yes.
I don't even think it was a business day. I think it was the weekend. Not even a full business day.
That's crazy.
And then the day after that, Kazu unfollows Angela on Instagram. So now people are like, okay, things are ramping up. Things are getting crazy. And then there's these rumors circulating that Christian is refusing to pay child support to Kazu. So now the questions are, did he cheat on Kazu with Angela? Is he paying child support? What the happened? And people are side-eyeing Christian and Angela, and they decide they're going to do an interview.
Who?
Angela and Christian. They're like, people are getting mad at us, so I'm just going to tell you guys what's up.
Oh, that's bold.
I know, yeah.
That's bold, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it good?
I think if they had PR reps, which they probably did,
Yeah.
I think those PR reps are looking for new jobs. Let's just say that. So Angela tells the magazine for this exclusive interview, it's not a new relationship, it's the continuation of a story, which, by the way,
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, she says, says, it's not a new relationship. It's the continuation of a story that life made us pause so we could grow and miss each other. Did you get that? What the f does that mean? What the f does it's a continuation of a story that life made us pause?
That means she's saying that they were dating before.
Yes. So people are like, okay, when could they have been dating? 2021, when they released that song full of chemistry, right? Or 2020. But that doesn't make sense because he was dating Belinda in 2020.
Right.
So now people are like, did he cheat on Belinda with Angela? And is that why they broke off their engagement? People are wondering.
But what if it was even before that?
Yeah, true. But she would have been a minor. Yeah, she would have been a minor
even
during the song.
Yeah. Wait, whoa, that's crazy.
But again, I'm not saying this is when they dated, when they didn't date, but like the timelines are so close because right after Belinda, he starts dating Kazu almost immediately after. So like, I don't know where this continuation of a story that was on pause would happen. And I also don't know what that means. I don't know if that means they were dating. I don't know if that means that they were just friends and then they lost touch. So she says, because when we let go, we returned even closer. It's all very strange. It's all very strange. Now, the exclusive article for the magazine explained that the two are very much in love, more than ever, and that they're just full of plans for the future. They confirmed that the two started dating after Christian and Kazu broke up. So it's very evident that the journalist was emphasizing the fact that the two singers are both single when they got together. They keep pointing that out. They're like, hey, everyone, did you read this part? Because I'll tell you again. Maybe I'll put it in bold, but the editors won't let me. And they just wanted to reconnect after their professional encounter years ago. It's supposed to be a love story we're buying, but it's too late. Netizens hate them. Some netizens love them. Don't get me wrong. I think everybody has their different opinions and I'm going to go over them later, right? Now, the two try to continue to stop the hate. And I think this is where they mess up. I think sometimes when the hate is coming, you just gotta hide and not look. You gotta weather the storm, okay? But they don't. Christian limits his comments and he posts an Instagram justifying himself, and it ends up making everything so much worse. He does a video where he says, I know that many of you guys found out today that Angela and I are officially in a relationship. And since you love gossip, like, that's so crazy.
How did you know?
Yeah, but also, why am I catching a stray right now and making up stories out of respect for my ex-partner, my daughter, and my current partner? I wanted to give some context. Julieta Kazu is someone I love and will respect for my entire life. We are public figures, we're artists, but we aren't immune to life. Love doesn't always work out, and our time together ended in the best possible way. It was a love that gave us the most precious gift, the most beautiful thing we could have created together, which is Inti, my daughter, whom I will always love and care for. There were never any third parties in that relationship, no infidelity. Sometimes love just doesn't work, and now I find myself living a beautiful experience with a woman that I love, with a love that took so many years to reach this point, and we're enjoying it. I want to thank those who are happy for me. I'm enjoying my career, my life, my role as a father and as a partner. And thank you so much to those who understand. I love you very much. Thank you so much. People do not like that. The hate keeps coming. I will say they do get a lot of hate. Like, regardless of if you like them, don't like them, I don't think it's necessary to send hate. It's just very toxic. Anyway, Angela does another interview. This time she's talking about the hate she's getting. And she says, I am the daughter of Pepe Aguilar and the granddaughter of Flor Silvestre. And if they've shown me anything, is that you have to live your truth and sing your love. I've been very private because I've received a lot of criticism in the past, and also because that's how my parents lived their lives. They've been married for 27 years, and the only thing that's known about them is when they appear on the red carpet. People don't have to know my truth. I feel like if I explain it, I make myself guilty of something that I didn't even do. That's why I rarely defend myself. Moreover, I don't think I ever defend myself. Let people talk and say what they will. I know who I am, and the most important people in my life also know. So now people are like, okay, I'm getting confused because they're so confident. How can they be so confident if they did something wrong? I mean, netizens some of them are just, it doesn't matter if they cheated or not, just the fact that a child is involved and so closely to birth, they don't like it. Some are saying, you know what? Maybe we don't know the full story. Maybe they really weren't doing well. And then she got pregnant. And then, we don't know anything, right? We don't know. It is a little rude that they're singing and flirting on stage so quickly after announcing a breakup. But it's fine. Some people were saying things like, honestly, I'm kind of happy for them. I've been waiting for them to get together since they released that song years ago. I could feel the chemistry through the screen. Other people were saying they look so happy together. Like, as much as I loved Kazu and Christian, they just look happier together. Which is, like, kind of crazy to say also. Yeah. Other people were saying, like, you cannot stop what's meant for you. People are going to hate, and you can't control that. Just let love be. And people start feeling like maybe they were meant for each other. There's all these new TikToks coming about of, like, maybe we were judging too quickly. Maybe they are the it love, the true love. Because in 2023, Angela sang this song called Inevitable. And everyone is now suspecting that it was about Christian. The lyrics read, it's inevitable for me to think about you so much. And you didn't love me. You just loved me for a while. Even if I feel silly, I must accept that I did imagine being able to be with you. Then people point to another song that Christian didn't release, but he sang a snippet of it. And it felt like they were talking to each other. The lyrics go, time has changed me and it wasn't planned. If I'm being honest with you, I was just scared. I've dreamed of you for so many nights. First came the sorrow and then the years. Then it came my fear of hurting you. At the end, we feel the same. So people are like sharing the side by side of it sounds like two people singing to each other. And they also show clips of her looking at him during the press tour of their 2020 song. She's just drinking water and staring at him while he is responding to the interviewer's question. And the comments read, it's always been her. Which I think is kind of crazy because she was a minor in this clip. So like, no, it hasn't been her at that point because she's a minor. But the comments continue, beautiful. And then here's a really crazy one. A toxic one. One commentator writes, he just let her grow a little.
Damn.
A bit. That is absolutely gnarly. That is like the craziest thing that you could say. People say it's always been her whether we like it or not. And then people are fighting in the comments like, okay, let's see how long, quote, it's always been her lasts. But right when some people are getting on board, Belinda.
The first one, right?
Belinda, yes, the first girlfriend, allegedly posts on Instagram, it has now since been deleted, a story. Sooner or later, everything falls under its own weight. Kind of like everything falls into place. Like
cryptic.
Yes, cryptic while all of this is happening. So now people are like, okay, the timelines. They were dating in 2020 when they released their song. Angela said that they put their thing on pause and then these songs of them writing about each other, maybe perhaps. So is it that Belinda and Christian were dating, he cheated on Belinda with Angela, and then got together with Kazu, and then cheated on her with Angela? That's what people thought. And then more goes down. Just 2 days after the relationship is announced, where Christian
We're still at day 2?
Yeah. What? Christian and Kazu break up, and Christian is like, okay, hi, I'm dating Angela. Christian's mother makes a post on Instagram wishing her daughter, Christian's sister, a happy 22nd birthday. And she posts all these compilations of pictures of the family. And, guess who is included in those pictures?
Angela.
No. Kazu. Remember, those two are close. And in the description, she writes of the caption, let's remain happy. Sending love to every woman out there and to the woman in my family.
So the mom is like posting about the ex-girlfriend now.
Yes, and the mother of her grandchild.
Yes.
And I love his mom for that because I just love stuff like that when, women support all women or whatever. But also the description, like the caption, sending love to every woman out there and to the woman in my family. It's kind of like, hey son, I'm very fucking disappointed in you. Yeah. It's just crazy.
But like nobody's saying anything.
No.
That's so interesting.
So the netizens are just going crazy by themselves. Like we have a few exclusive interviews and we're kind of trying to piece together timelines and nothing is making sense. And the comments under that post, people are supporting the out of the mom and the shit out of Kazu. And people are saying, I love that Christian's mom is an excellent mother. And I love the fact that she's empathetic as a woman and as a family member and includes Kazu. And, the fact that Kazu is part of the family, she will always be a part of the family no matter what happens. It's beautiful. Then Angela does something that I think she probably regrets. She goes on to ABC. ABCDE.
ABCDE, okay.
The journalist, the interviewer is like, I think there's been a lot of conversation about how you guys have found your way back to each other. One thing I haven't read, though, is the story in your own words. Angela responds, well, because everyone already makes up everything. Why do I have to say things? They're literally telenovelas about it. Then the journalist mentions a time where she met Angela in 2022 to talk about her music and says she felt like Angela might have been talking about her relationship with Christian, although it didn't feel, it just doesn't make any sense. Now, Angela doesn't confirm any of this timeline. She just says, it's crazy because since I got married, I've been writing heartbreak songs. I think I've written like 2 love songs. I'm just a sufferer at heart, but he knows I love him, so it's okay. So the interviewer is like, were you heartbroken then when you guys, like when we talked 2 years ago in 2022? And she says, I think I've always been very heartbroken. I think my heart has always been broken a lot since I was very little. And we're not talking about Christian. No, we're talking about life, girl. I think when you're in the industry very young, you have to mature really quickly and you expose yourself. For me, I exposed myself to things that I should have waited a little to do. So my heart was constantly getting broken, not by people, but by the illusions I had of people that surrounded me. Expectations. Exactly. I mean, of course, Christian broke my heart a while ago, but now it's together again. So what is the story? Well, it's not the one that the media is portraying, and I don't feel like right now, in this point in my life, I don't really feel like I have to explain anything to anyone.
So they're doing so many interviews, they're saying so much, but also not saying anything.
Yes.
But this makes them look a little even more guilty, right?
Like, why not do the interview?
No.
It's just a lot of deciphering. And she says, I think people are being villainized and I think people are being badly portrayed. I think that they're not putting our characters where they should be. They don't even know 5% of the story that they're trying to tell. But that's okay because that's what sells. And we're in an industry and this is where we're working. I signed up to be a singer, but I got all of this. It's part of it. The only thing is that the only parties in hand are together and united and we're all on the same page and no one's heart got broken. We have a clear consciousness. And I think that the fans, because they love us, are trying to protect us in many ways. But what everyone should know is we're all okay. We're all happy. We're adults. We know how to handle this situation. What you see on social media is not real. Which, side note, she's 21. She's very well spoken. But she continues, all the parties involved were okay with it. They knew what was going on. She says, we just shared this with the public because we're public people, but it's not your relationship, That's it. I'm just trying to enjoy my life. Essentially, Angela says in this relationship that Kazu and Christian had been broken up for months by the time that she and Christian got together. Nobody's heart was broken. Kazu knew about their relationship and was okay with it. The last week of October. Okay, a few months later. She does that interview.
2024.
Yes.
So very recent.
Like a month ago, okay?
Okay.
It's been very eventful. If Christian and Angela thought that they would be the only ones going around doing interviews, they were wrong. Because finally, months later, Kazu, Christian's mother of his child, finally decides to speak up about the breakup. She's only done like one very PR-friendly, breakup post, and that's it. And she goes in. Kazu is introduced to this podcast. It's on a podcast. She's introduced as the singer, the songwriter, and the whole interview was translated for me. It's a beautiful interview. She talks about her role as a mother and how scared she was, and she always felt guilty and judged for everything. And now she knows how to talk to other mothers and seek guidance, and she feels really good about where she's going. She also says, there's a limit for everything. And eventually, the conversation goes to the breakup with Christian. And this is the translation of what she says. She says, well, my limit of everything, a few months ago, I went through a breakup, which was very tumultuous and very public that became kind of like a parallel universe. A lot was going on, and recently I've remained silent for all this time because I thought that was the right thing to do, because I'm like that. It's just how I am as a person. And recently something happened that made me feel like I had reached my limit and that it was necessary perhaps for me to clear things up, or at least have a voice, to use my voice, which I use for so many other things, to tell my side of the story. Because I think that my integrity as a person was put on the line. It was said recently that I knew for a very long time about the relationship between these two people, that they started a relationship many months before it was exposed, and that I was informed about it, suggesting that I was part of this plan of sorts. So I feel like I have to deny all of that and say that that is a lie.
No. No.
She said she found out about their relationship just like everybody else did. Online.
So she found out the day after the divorce.
Their breakup. Yeah. She said,
oh my
what
goodness.
are you saying? And she said the gravity of these claims that they're coming from the mouths of one of the protagonists, it's just the rumors that are being spread from made up stories have deeply hurt my feelings.
So what they said was not true.
No. Or at least she's saying it's not true, and netizens will break down the timeline because, people are sleuthing. People are like the FBI out here. It's crazy. She said, I just want to set my limits straight. I was not aware that they were in a relationship beforehand. When I was broken up with, it was for a different reason. And I asked him, are you seeing someone else? The answer was no. I found out about their relationship the same way everyone else found out about it, through media, social media and stuff. I was surprised, of course, because I knew her. I had shared some moments with her. So at first I thought, it's a rumor, it's not true, but it turns out it was true.
Wow.
Obviously, it was a surprise. I didn't say anything about it because I never felt like I had to. If someone doesn't want to be in a relationship with another person, there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, I'm not going to ask someone who doesn't want to be a part of my life to be a part of my life. I simply accepted it. But then it became public and a lot was going on, and my feelings were talked about by someone who doesn't know me. So a lot of people were really upset about the fact that Angela was saying nobody's heart was broken. Because how can you speak for someone else?
Yeah. You're implying that she, she was cool with it.
And also it's like, it's one thing to say that about your family, but obviously this is a situation where it's very precarious. You're talking about the ex, girlfriend and mother of the child of the person that you're seeing, and they just broke up publicly. It's just, why are you speaking for them?
Yeah.
And a lot of people also think her age has to do with it.
Whose age?
Angela. Like, they're like,
she's very
little
young,
girl,
right?
Stay in your lane. Like, little girl, no man is worth it. Like, you don't know what is going on right now.
I wonder what the family thinks, because her family is so influential. Like,
it seems like they're supporting. They actually took in Christian beef in 2018. The reason that Christian and Angela met was Pepe Aguilar brought in Christian for his tour. Which was a big deal because, yes, Christian was a star in his own right, but he was like this young boy who got viral. Pepe Aguilar is like, his name is, he's Pepe Aguilar.
Yeah.
So it was a very big deal. And it's just, seems like they support it. I don't know what goes on behind closed doors. At least publicly they support it. And Kazu is saying, I just didn't like that my feelings were talked about by someone who doesn't know me, who doesn't know what I went through. It was said that no hearts were broken and that no one was hurt. I was very hurt, and more than one heart was deeply broken. A lot of hearts were broken. It was a very painful process. I think that I acted very respectfully towards everyone, especially because I have a daughter who has a dad who will forever be her dad. But I think when things go past a certain line and limit, it is good to teach my daughter that she has to set boundaries. I never bothered anyone or had the intention of bothering anyone because of this new relationship. I not only respected it publicly, but in private as well. In my house, we have always respected others. Her dad visited my house twice. And it was always full of respect, and all the communication has always been based on respect. So I was expecting people to respect me as well because I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything to anyone. And just the worst part of all of this is that it's just a terrible, terrible lie. And she's saying, quote, I did not know I mean, that means he was living a double life if they're saying that they were dating for months. I didn't know. I mean, who knows when they started dating then? If I was pregnant or had just given birth, I don't know.
This must blew up, right? The biggest news.
Yeah. So, and also, okay, so her main point of contention was the lying about the fact that she knew about it. Second part was talking about her feelings and saying nobody's heart was broken because she probably went through so much and you're trying to be like, she's fine. That's so rude, right? And then the third thing is she says, quote, her story is being intertwined with all of this. Angela said in the interview, we're all adults. We are not all adults. Kazu says, there is a baby and that life is the most important thing that must be protected. She's saying like, what do you mean we're all adults? Is like, we figured it out. We all like, we're all mature. We're all adults. We all agreed. We all knew we're not heartbroken. Yes. And she's like, all of that is a lie. And there's a baby here involved in all of this that is going to be heartbroken.
Whoa.
Yeah. And so this podcast.
So is that why people start calling her the new Panini?
Yeah. Okay. So our researchers were telling me how in the beginning there were a lot of netizens that were calling her Angela Panini, but then also people were fighting back. Of like, you don't know what happened. Like, stay out of it. Just because you like one celebrity over the other, like you don't know these people in real life. And then this podcast, and everyone was like, oh my God, Panini. Oh my God, Panini. Yeah. So now people want to know the truth. They believe Kazu, but they need to verify, right? And sure enough, the dates in a lot of netizens' minds start adding up with Kazu's story, but also like, why would she lie about something so painful and devastating? The comments on that video read, oh my God, I came for gossip. And instead I got a lesson in self-love, dignity, and resilience. A woman with integrity. My total admiration goes to you. How strong. They also say, without speaking badly about anyone, without mentioning names, without speaking on their behalf, she focused on herself, her experience, her pain, and what she went through. What a class act. Yeah, people were very impressed, but they still want the evidence. So they start collecting it from everywhere. So there was this show. Christian goes on the show. The producers are like, hey, we have a video for you because this is your first Father's Day. This is like near the end of May. This is your first Father's Day. And, you know, Kazu has this beautiful message that she sent in and we want to show it to you. So he watches the video and Kazu is talking about how happy she is with her life and all of these beautiful things that are going on. She's saying things like, I'm sending you this message to wish you a very, very happy Father's Day. Your first one, so it's very special. I love you so much. We love you so much. Thank you for being an incredible man, for taking care of us, for loving us so much. And we just send you big hugs and kisses. We love you. And okay, in this, a few things to note. She's got these metallic silver nails. She also posted them end of April. She was like posting Instagram stories. So these nails probably last like 2 weeks before they start looking not that great, right? And celebrities are usually really good at maintaining their nails because they're always in the public eye. So just remember this. The nails are silver in the video. This is like end of April, beginning of May, she had these nails. So that means when she's filming this, they are together. She doesn't think that they're broken up because why else would she film this and send it and the producers want it? And then on top of that, the reaction from the reality show, a lot of netizens feel like it's of someone who is cheating but doesn't want to upset the other party. Because his reaction to this loving message from the mother of his child for Father's Day, he's just kind of like, it's weird that people wish me a happy Father's Day. You know, it's just like, you know, I guess I'm new to being a dad. It's just kind of weird, yeah. It just looks like he wants this to be over. He has his hand on his chin. He's not even like smiling much, just like, So people are like, wait, this feels really strange. Now, May 10th, 2 days after Father's Day, Angela starts liking all of Christian's Instagram posts. Just like mass liking all of them. May 11th, Christian deletes all his Instagram posts with Kazu, his baby's mother and girlfriend, you know, and fans start speculating like, did they break up? Did they break up? We don't know. May 15th, Christian starts liking all of Angela's posts on Instagram, which he had never done until that day. And guys,
whoa, he's moving fast.
They haven't even
Broken up
publicly.
Oh my goodness.
May 16th, there's breakup rumors. There's cheating rumors, obviously. And then Angela uploads a picture on Instagram where she's wearing this cross chain for the first time. And it's not Angela's style. Angela is like very into she's always dressed very feminine, very like ruffles, flowers, florals. Like I think that's her image. I don't know if that's what she gravitates towards or it's like a marketing image thing, right? But she's wearing this cross chain. So clearly Christians. Like people are like, I've seen that freaking necklace on him all the freaking time.
Wow. It's like so they're so obvious.
Yes.
They're like liking it, posting it. Very, very weird. Why would they do that?
I don't know. And then May 17th, one day after posting that video photo where she's wearing his chain, she posts a new video. And once again, she's wearing the same cross necklace. Now, this time it's even more obvious to people that that's his chain and people start going nuts. May 23rd, a week later, Christian posts a story on Instagram announcing the breakup. So this is all before the breakup. They're doing all this before the breakup. He writes, it's a moment to share with you that Julieta and I have parted ways. Again, very PR-friendly breakup post. Kazu says something and it's very PR-friendly that day. One day after that breakup, Christian invites Angela to his show. They're very intimate. They're holding hands. May 30th, Christian and Angela are spotted together, like out and about. It looks like they're on a date or something. That day, Kazu unfollows Angela on Instagram. Because I think maybe the rumors were just like, she's like, oh, netizens are crazy, you know? Mm-hmm. And then she's like, wait a freaking minute. They're seen out together? That's crazy. We thought that they were just liking photos. And like, who knows? Maybe she has the same cross necklace. People are weird. But turns out they're out and about together. June 1st, Angela goes on stage with Christian. And it's just so obvious. It's just so obvious. June 10th, Angela and Christian confirm that they're dating. So they make it public less than a month after he announces his breakup with Kazu.
And then the wedding.
Yes. Is 1 month later after that.
Dang, what is going on?
Yeah, so people are analyzing the dates and mainly it falls on that Father's Day video with the nails. They're like, you couldn't have been broken up for months because that was May. Mm-hmm. You know, so she made that video in May. You announced your relationship in June. That's like 1 month. And then also Kazu saying that she didn't know about it. None of this is making sense. None of it. And also, you don't just start dating. So let's say they break up and Christian starts dating Angela. It would be really strange for them to just get married a month later. So now people are so confused by this. Now Christian comes out to defend his wife. Another miss. He does another video, but stop. There's one part where he says, I respect Julieta and I love Inti. Julieta is my wife. And everyone's like, your wife is Angela, sir. Hello?
Yeah. What is going on?
Yeah. People said, oh, okay. Even you're getting confused on your timeline, sir. Okay.
What did he say that? He's trying to say Juliana was my ex.
Or like, is the mother of my child or something. Like or maybe he was saying, you know, I respect Julieta and Inti because that's the mother of my child. That's my child. But Angela is my wife. You know, maybe he was trying to say that. But at another point in the live, he says, let he that has not sinned cast the first stone. Huh? Sir, you're not really helping your situation right now. That sounds so guilty. That sounds like I'm bad, but like, so are you. So don't be mean. Now, the crazy part is people are suspecting that Christian has already started cheating on Angela. Yeah, I know. You're like doing the math. Okay, so they get married July 2024. And now people are saying like all of this drama is unfolding. And adding to that drama is people are saying, hey, he's cheating on Angela. These are all just straight up rumors. They could be perfectly happy. We don't know. But shortly after their wedding, people saw pictures of Christian with Angela's best friend, a woman named Monica, who attended their wedding. And according to trolls, Monica has had a crush on Christian before he married her best friend. I guess maybe she was like a fan or something, right? That rumor has no foundation, and the only thing that is driving people to spread it are pictures that Monica posted with Christian during the wedding party. So she like probably took pictures with the bride and the groom, you know? And people start claiming he looks happier with Monica, which is crazy. That is crazy. Some people are even saying Pepe Aguilar knew that Christian and Monica had some sort of chemistry. That's why he made Christian sign a prenuptial agreement about the cheating clause. One netizen even tweeted, Monica, karma in real life, karma in a person. There's a picture of Angela, Monica, and Christian, and Angela has her hand around Monica's waist, and people are pointing out it's to prevent her friend from touching her husband. It's like a whole thing. Guys, I'm all for a good conspiracy theory, but this one's a little bit crazy. It's just rumors at this point. We don't know. There's also a picture circulating that allegedly shows Christian kissing another woman who shared it on her Instagram. She claims that she is an old friend of Angela's, and she has a picture with Angela to prove it, and now Christian is cheating with all of Angela's friends, and some netizens are saying it's karma. We don't know if any of this is true. So now let's break it down. So there are multiple groups of people and their opinions now. You have some netizens where their overall sentiment is that they just want Angela and Christian to be happy. They also want Kazu to be happy, but they just want everyone to be happy. Nobody's mad at anybody. They're writing things like Angela Aguilar at her wedding with Christian Nodal wearing a vintage dress inspired by her grandmother. I mean, it's such a traditional style for special moments, and it's beautiful. Like they're saying the Nodal Aguilar dynasty is going to begin. Others are saying, look, if something bad did happen, which it seems like it did because, you know, like Kazu didn't know and then there was lying that was happening, but regardless, some netizens think the couple has received enough hate. Like they think to a degree they paid for some of the consequences of what happened, and now let them live, let them love. Like, what do you want? What do you want? Them to break up, them to be miserable, them to like hate themselves now? You know, they're just kind of like the amount of hate that they got, let's just keep it moving. If you don't support them, don't buy their music, don't buy their stuff, don't do anything. Is it really necessary to hate and flood their comment section with death threats? Which I do think is kind of a valid statement, but that's how some netizens feel. Others don't like Angela and Christian. They're saying, I'm not going to send you death threats. I'm not going to hate on you. They're saying that they're not good people and we don't want to support them. Then there are people who are just against Christian. They're saying, you know, he met Angela when she was very young. I mean, they're 3 years apart, so it's not like the biggest age gap, but she was a minor. They met kind of on unequal footing is what some netizens believe. And they have a conspiracy that perhaps Christian told Angela, like, we're broken up. Me and Kazu are broken up. And that's why he reacted that way to the Father's Day message. And maybe he was trying to convince her, oh, it was all for the show. It's like a whole thing that the producers were doing because, you know, we got to sell the relationship, blah, 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 blah. And she might... Because why else would she go on this interview with ABC and say something that is so easily proven false?
That would be crazy.
Yeah, because some people are saying she did that because she knew Kazu wasn't going to talk because she hadn't spoken since. Like, they think it's that assumption. And some netizens are saying, no, maybe that's her truth. Like, maybe that's what she genuinely thinks. But then some netizens are arguing, even if she thinks that, still bad. They're saying, like, me as a person, morally, I'm not going to date someone who just had a kid with another woman, even if he's like, no, trust me, we just haven't, like, publicly broken up yet. So it's just all up in the air. One comment reads, Christian Nodal put a ring on Belinda's finger, had a daughter with Kazu, and is now married to Angela Aguilar. We are waiting to find out who he will be having his honeymoon with.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Another comment online reads, this guy left his daughter, who's still a baby, and the mother almost right after she gave birth to be with someone else because he has zero emotional responsibility. But I will say, regardless of which side people are on, they're all supporting Kazu, mainly. It's just, yeah, it's kind of sad, but also so admirable. Yeah. She is the epitome of grace, and the way that she's handling it with so much elegance.
Yeah, and she didn't say anything
negative,
right?
She never said anything negative. She only spoke very transparently about how she felt.
Yes.
And it was very based on her feelings and how she's healing and what she wants to do to teach her daughter how to navigate life.
Wow.
Yeah. It's really cute. Yeah, and really quick update. Kazu and her daughter were dressed up as butterflies for Halloween. So this is like around the time that the whole podcast came out and like the world went to shit. But it's like the cutest thing ever. And I hope that they can move on and live the happiest life. But also, speaking of Halloween this year, there's a picture that went viral of 3 random people, 2 women and 1 guy, hanging out, dressed up as Christian, Kazu, and Angela for Halloween. And that has been how crazy this case has been. People are saying she is the new Karla Panini. Do you agree, or do you think... What are your thoughts? I will say... It's not as clear-cut as Karla Panini because Karla Panini...
Yeah, Karla Panini was evil.
And like, she is fucking
Karla Panini,
crazy.
Yeah, Karla Panini wants the husband or ex-husband, whatever, to abuse the ex-wife while she's laying on the hospital bed with cancer. It's crazy how messed up that is. Yeah,
and then just the way she speaks and just everything is... It's not as PR.
Yeah. With this one so far, at least, like I feel like it's definitely suspicious and really messed up. But
I think I know what you're feeling, which is, okay, with the Karla Panini case, it's such a sad end. It's like an infuriating end, right? It's like, I'm so upset. With this one, it's like, I just am so admiring Kazu. I don't know about anything else, but the way she's handling this and the fact that she's moving on and being happy, at least it's like a semblance of like, okay. Yeah. Like we don't have to get so riled up because we should just support her is the feeling.
Yeah.
And like you can support whoever you want, but like we should definitely support her, for sure. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this? Is she the new Karla Panini? I don't know. That was a stressful time in my life. That was a weird time. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. And I hope you guys enjoy. Stay safe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.